This movie tells a story about Madison, who is paralyzed by shocking visions of grisly murders, and her torment worsens as she discovers that these waking dreams are in fact terrifying realities. A humorless melodrama about a woman haunted by her past, this movie sits somewhere between a slasher, a ghost story, and a possession flick, but never fully embracing either. The result is a confusing mixture of genre archetypes that lacks a clear point of view, even a surface-level stylistic one. It's clear to have influence from the likes of David Cronenberg and Dario Argento, but this movie is a misconceived effort. While it clearly reflects the filmmaker's love for classic giallo, it feels less an homage than the sort of half-baked imitation. For most of its running time, this movie is a variation on the tried and true premise of a woman who has horrifying visions of a murderous crimes. What began as a home invasion terror soon morphs into something else as the movie bounces from gory slasher to demonic possession tale. For a while, it works fairly well as a creepy, if slow-moving thriller combined with supernatural elements rendered with visually striking CGI effects. But as more of the jaw-droppingly outlandish scenario is revealed, the sillier and more frenetic the proceedings become, devolving into a series of ludicrous chases and extremely gory fight sequences. What's missing here are a scenario, characters, and performances as compelling as those in the movies that made James Wan one of the major filmmakers of 21st century horror cinema. None of the filmmaking technique on display here can undo or lift the frustrating predictability, strangeness, and silliness of this particular venture. The problem perhaps is that the screenplay is a puzzle with only one obvious solution, as ridiculous as that answer may be. The movie is clearly hampered by the mechanics of this mystery, if the final 20 minutes or so of this movie serve as any indication. Besides, when you're taking this many wild turns, it's better to just lean into the fact that you've made a ridiculous horror movie than to try and make a serious drama. The film might have been outrageously bizarre fun if it displayed any humor or ironic self-consciousness, but everything is played so straight that viewers will find themselves laughing not with the film but at it. The characterizations are paper-thin, the dialogue is perfunctory, and the performances are adequate at best. All of them tend to speak with the most obvious expository dialogue, and there's little spark to any of the acting. There is an unfortunate lack of scares or tension in this movie, despite it dazzling us with dreamy imagery and gruesome kills. Drawing upon themes as wide-ranging as lucid dreaming, childhood trauma, and malevolent spirits that lurk in the wire work, the film often seems to flounder in its execution, fumbling desperately for that all-important hook to reel audiences in. Overall, this movie is a disappointment. We do not recommend this movie at all.